Nah.
Well, me personally, I don't. It's hard to continuously have sex with a person that I don't care about. Now, maybe the first time or second time, but eventually I'm gonna grow some type of care for this or love for this person, because I'm not saying I'm not sure if it's because it's the female aspect or what it is, but eventually after so long,
it becomes to me a repetitive action. If that's the case,
and
if you
start
digging on a person that you're not really feeling, that you wasn't really in the first place, then that means at that point this person grew on you.
Right. But as women, we tend to not even initially have the sex with the person until we do have that connection to where we have that type of attraction to that person. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we have that attraction immediately.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're physically attracted to that person. Sometimes it could be
at first sight, like, oh my goodness, you and this person just are so vibing. And then you do the damn thing.
Right, but the mental attraction is different.
Versus just a physical.
Right, absolutely. Because if you have a mental attraction with somebody, it'll take a little bit longer for you guys to actually get to that point to where you actually want to have sex.
Because to me, a mental attraction, y'all mind fucking each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's going deep.
Right.
Y'all literally trying to absorb one another. And then a physical thing is just like, yes, let me put you in some dipping sauce and put you in my mouth.
So do you think a mental connection with somebody weighs out more than the physical? Because the physical happens more immediately than the actual mental aspect of the relationship? Or do you think that you have to have that mental in order to grow past and even develop into a relationship?
That's tricky. Because to me, again, it depends on the individuals. Some people just go off the whim, just fly off. And then some think about it. Like, am I really attracted to this person? Or is it just something that I'm just enjoying the moment, and I want to move on.
And I definitely think, relationship should go fully past just the attraction. It should be more than just a physical attraction because, you guys grow old, things change, anything can happen. You can be in a car accident or anything can happen.
Are you willing
to change,
to deal with whatever comes with after that?
Exactly.
That's when I say, to me, it's a grown decision to deal with somebody and say, are you ready to be with this person, right, wrong, or indifferent? Am I ready to just go through this with this person in this life as my companion? No matter what happens. If I got to wipe his ass for the rest of my life. Or, you get what I'm saying?
But a commitment has already been established and you've already fell in love with this person once you get to that point. You're not going to go get with somebody that you automatically have to do these things for. Without
Well, to me, when things really hit the fan, to me, that really shows the character and the person that you really are. When it comes down to dealing with a relationship on that level. Because, we're not expected for our loved one to lose their legs. Or they get into an accident, they get burned up. That's why I say it goes deeper than just that physical. You got to be on a whole nother mental.
Right.
Because to me, making something official is just that. Official.
Right.
No matter what we going through. I chose to be with you. You chose to be with me. And we gonna do this.
So you think you guys can have that commitment outside of actually being married?
Yes, there's been plenty of people who do it. And then the funny thing I know is when they get married, they end up separated. That's the crazy part. Like they felt it was better when they wasn't married. So to me, it was like, what changed?
Right.
You were doing the same exact thing before you put it on paper. So what changed? So
and that's another reason why we should pay more attention to the type of relationships that we're taking part in. You know, because we can think that we're in a monogamous relationship and be in a polygamous relationship.
Your partner, him or she, then been having an affair the whole entire time. Like, I'll be damned.
And this person can be married to multiple people. But we're just talking about the establishment of the relationship. See, we have to also understand that every relationship is not considered a normal relationship.
Well, then, okay. Then.
So whatever the relationship we decide on having with each other, that's the commitment to that relationship that we have to understand that we're upholding.
So then that's when it comes into then it should be a verbal thing. So you can know what you're expecting from this person. So if this person be like, I like this, and that. I got this girl over here. I got that girl over there. And this, that, or the other. It's up to you if that's what you want to deal with and you want to fall in and call your part official and what they got going on.
Right. But after so long, after you put in so much time with this agreement, do you think the agreement should be reestablished after so long?
Shit always changes. This is the thing. This is what I'm talking about. So this is when I go back to, if you want to deal with somebody, then deal with somebody. If you're okay with dealing with somebody with multiple people, then you can't expect the rules to change because you want them to change. That's not how it works. If you accepted it in the beginning, this person is going to accept you to take it all the way to the end.
Right.
You understand?
Right. No matter how. But feelings do change after so long, you know, and the commitments change. Well, you know, we know that after so long, you know, either you get the commitment or you don't. Either you get proposed to or you don't, you know. And how far do you take the relationship in before you even accept the fact that, hey, listen, this is as far as it's going to go? Because who wants to waste their time, you know, and their love and their energy with the person that's never going to see them for who they are? And I feel that, yeah, if we initially started out the relationship one way, no matter what the relationship is, it can just be strictly fucking or whatever the relationship is. It can change. You know, you can meet somebody today and not know that this is going to be the person you marry. True. So shouldn't we have an open mind when it comes down to when the relationship advances, or should it be strictly on what us as the individual feel that like advances the relationship, or you know? Or should we just take our time and be patient and let it just evolve into what it evolves into?
But see, that's the thing. Sometimes being patient and waiting for it to evolve, then it never evolves. Then that's when it becomes wasting your time.
Right.
So this is when I feel like everyone at this point should have boundaries. Like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm only going to give this much, because we only on this earth for so long.
Right.
We don't know when our expiration day's up.
Right.
Straight up.
Like, listen, I'm only willing to give 10 years to this bullshit. Or 5 years to this bullshit. If you ain't ready after that, hey, listen. But that, I feel, is entirely too long.
Period.
So what transpired in between this time to make our relationship that's no commitment to this relationship, but why are we still fucking with each other 5 and 10 years down the road when there's no commitment?
I just feel like at the end of the day, there should be none of that. We should all just start owning our actions and what we bring to the table. So when you start seeing that it's after a year we going through the same But then sometimes it might just be that rough spot. So again, I have to say it's kind of hard to say. But a person knows what they want and what they're willing to deal with. You get what I'm saying? As an individual.
Right.
So to me, it still boils down to the individuals that are dealing with one another.
Right. Because our growth probably could have been hindered because of the fact that we didn't establish this commitment with each other. You know, adding one with another person doesn't necessarily mean a negative thing, you know?
Right.
It definitely can be a positive, because when you multiply, it adds. When you divide, it subtracts. So, when we come into a relationship and we're saying, hey, listen, this is the level that we're going to be on, and we know we are in life. I mean, I have my career, you have your career, and we're able to put these things together and actually be bigger and better. You know, where do you draw the line between saying, hey, listen, we're just going to play with this, or we're going to move forward and actually make this something incredible and official? I mean, because some men have a problem with just saying, hey, listen, you're my girl. And vice versa. We have women out there that's afraid of the same commitment.
Of this commitment.
But we could commit to just having a sexual relationship with this person, or a monogamous relationship with, or even being with several people. We can commit to that, but we can't commit to being serious.
I would say because everybody want to have their cake, and eat it too. But cake is supposed to be eaten. I like cake.
And it's supposed to be eaten with ice cream.
Well, see, that's where the balance comes in if that's the case. Because a lot of people need, some milk with that cake to help it go down.
Well,
right?
It's the fact that when you have a team, you're supposed to be sharing. So you don't take everything. You either going to take the cake or you're going to take the ice cream. And you're going to share the other half with your partner.
Okay.
But it's definitely going to be something that's agreed upon.
Definitely.
You're not going to have your money on the side and you have your partner thinking that you're equal, and you have your money on the side and you glamming off of that.
Well, see that's what I'm saying.
Your sexual partner on the side.
That's when I say it comes down to the person that you are, the individual that you are. Because if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if we in this, if I fox with you, I fox with you. Right. Period. So anything I bring to the table is ours. There is no, this is mine and this is yours.
But it definitely have to be agreed upon that it's ours. That means yours is ours as well. It's not just what's mine is ours, and then you get the bubble up off of what you do.
What you get.
Right.
And there's a lot of relationships out there like that. But see, that's the thing. People go into something thinking it's one thing, but then the rules change in the middle. So, to me, when people go into relationships, I can't even really put a stamp on when people would think it is official. It's on the individuals that's dealing with each other. Because we have people who's on completely different levels messing with each other. And then so far down the line, then they were like, you know what? Yeah, no.
Right.
No. Because that's a boundary they set. Like, I'm not doing this.
Exactly.
I'm too far up in my age to be dealing with this.
Right.
And then you got some youngsters who think the same, like whether they're in their 20s or 30s, they're just not with the games. Like, look, I'm for you. So if you can't be for me, then dismissed.
Right. Right.
So I just think that people going into, doing their thug thizzle, you should really talk to one another about when you think something is official. Because at these time and ages, we cannot assume anything.
Well, I think that we should bring it up once our feelings have changed. If my feelings for you
can go into something thinking one thing, and then when you start doing something, you go, okay, well, check this out. Well, my feelings changed, and I'm going to tell you this. And to me, that's respectful. You putting it out there, okay, I feel like this. I think we should be like this. But that other person that you're dealing with still wanted to be on the level that you entered in.
Right.
because they still got other stuff going on. So people mature to me at a different age.